Hello everyone, and welcome to my Young and Restless official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. According to Thursday, March 6 recap of The Young and the Restless, Claire Newman confides in Nikki Newman about her darkest fear, while Summer Newman will lie to Kyle Abbott. When Claire gets at the GCAC, she will see Kyle hugging Summer and reassuring her about the disappearance of Phyllis Summers. Summer will subtly make fun of Claire's work and remind them of the terrible things she did to the Newmans as she approaches the ex-partners. Claire won't be pleased with their seeming intimacy because Summer will also ask Kyle to drive her back to the workplace. As she approaches, Nikki will notice some unpleasant tension. Claire will tell Nikki that Summer appears to be having issues with her relationship after Kyle and Summer leave together. Claire will start to worry that Summer might want Kyle back. It will appear from Claire's vantage point that Summer has been acting more aggressively and emboldened lately. Claire will then question whether Victor Newman is attempting to nudge Summer back toward Kyle. Nikki will admit that Summer is kind of a bull in a china shop and has a lot of her mother's traits. Despite her equal affection for her grandkids, Nikki will want to safeguard Claire's happiness and prevent her from feeling threatened. She will appear quiet when she returns to Summer and makes a stop at Crimson Lights with Kyle. Summer will pretend that she simply has some residual protective feelings after Kyle asks whether she has a problem with his relationship. Given that Victor would unavoidably object, Summer will question Kyle about the value of his romance with Claire. Summer will question whether Kyle is falling for Claire after he reassures her that it is worth it. Kyle will make a good prediction about the direction things are going, but he won't be ready to declare it just yet. Summer will say she has too much on her plate and isn't concerned about it after Kyle asks for further confirmation that there is nothing wrong with their relationship. But judging by her attitude when Kyle exits to the car, Summer will be lying. After her meal with Damian Kane, Amy Lewis will provide Nate Hastings with glowing updates at his house. Nate will also have good news since his friend, a Chicago cancer specialist, is coming today to talk to Amy about treatment possibilities. Amy will be appreciative of Nate since she will see any opportunity to get extra time as a positive thing. On Thursday's YNR episode, Damian will encounter Devin and Lily Winters at the coffee shop. Devin is quick to confront Damian for feigning to be the owner of Aristotle Dumas's businesses after Lily introduces him to her brother. Although Damian will acknowledge that more study has been done on him, he will argue that there is much more to the story. Devin will become even more skeptical of Damian's hidden agenda as a result of his defensive and evasive behavior. On the other hand, Damian will pretend that his dubious actions are justifiable because Nate made a false job offer, in addition to the numerous revelations that have changed his life. When Damian invites Lily to dinner again tonight, she will appear to be a little more understanding than Devin and agree to check her calendar. Devin will be concerned that Lily will become too close to Damian and essentially set herself up for failure as a result. When Damian returns to Nate's apartment, he will ask Amy if she wants to join him for lunch. Damian will appear upbeat and insist that's far more important when he learns about the visit with the cancer specialist. Nate will recommend lunch with Damian while the women talk because Dr. Carol Kelly will be coming for an initial meeting with Amy. According to previews for The Young and the Restless, Damian and Nate will begin to bond, but can we trust Damian? According to spoilers for The Young and the Restless, there is undoubtedly some competition between Adam Newman and Billy Abbott. This is particularly relevant now that Abbott Communications will be competing with Newman Media. However, because there is also a small romantic rivalry going on, the dispute goes deeper than that. Billy and Sally Spectra were eventually forced to date after Chelsea Lawson cheated on Adam. Even though Adam has moved on and now seems to sincerely want Chelsea, Billy's relationship with Sally still hurts a little. As their romantic journeys progress, it might also foster a sense of rivalry between the couples. Although Adam says he can be patient with Chelsea, YNR supporters are aware that he has never been good at it. Billy is also an impetuous person who frequently takes risks without giving them much thought. In light of all of that, we must ask, who will make the first marriage proposal? Will Billy pop the question for Sally or will Adam pop the question to Chelsea? It is clear that Chelsea and Adam have previously been married, and she has already moved in with him. As Adam and Chelsea become closer and move in together, it could be simple for them to feel like a married couple. That might cause Adam to lose his temper and disregard patience, particularly after he reestablishes his relationship with Chelsea in the bedroom. Adam might carry on the tradition of proposing too soon and at the wrong times, as he has done in the past. Naturally, we should also take into account the chance that Billy will purchase an engagement ring and attempt to entice Sally to the altar beforehand. Billy proposing too soon could frighten Sally and endanger their relationship. In the end, either Adam or Billy might ruin everything with an early proposal because they are both prone to self-defeating behavior. Billy and Adam may also be hurrying their relationship growth because they feel the need to compete with one another. Do you believe Adam will be the first to advocate for a wedding? Instead, may Billy be the one to hurriedly propose marriage to Sally? Stay tuned for additional love story predictions and updates on any upcoming engagement news, as spoilers for The Young and the Restless indicate that Billy and Adam will continue to compete. According to spoilers on The Young and the Restless, Billy Abbott thinks he's getting better. But is his covert ally also a concealed threat? It was deliberate to slip out of his bedroom in the midst of a Parisian night. Billy didn't want Sally Spectra to be aware of his activities or the people he was speaking to. Michael Baldwin, Victor Newman's fixer, is tasked with learning as much as he can about Aristotle Dumas in the interim. Was Billy's covert conversation with this alleged wealthy businessman successful? Loathes Victor Newman the Abbotts. Victor's treatment of the Abbotts is very unworthy of him. He doesn't have to consider his brother Jack Abbott or Billy Boy, as he nicknames him. However, every anti-hero needs a foil, or foils, in this case. The mustache concluded that it was worthwhile to pursue his inflated resentment of Jack. Victor is certain that Jack almost killed Nikki Newman in a suite at the Genoa City Athletic Club due to his careless actions. That is untrue. Victor, however, thinks so and has reopened a conflict with Jack by exploiting that apparent area of contention. For many years, both men maintained a mutually agreed-upon truce. Billy Abbott wants to reclaim his business. Billy believes Victor is to blame for his mother's decision to sell Chancellor. However, he shares Victor's stubbornness because that is also untrue. Chancellor was first sold to Jill Abbott, who then sold it to Victor as part of a process. Devoted fans remember that after Catherine Chancellor passed away, Victor acquired Chancellor Industries. Catherine believed Victor would be a greater custodian of the company than Jill, so she left it to him. Catherine first brought Victor to GC to assist her in managing the company she inherited following the untimely death of her husband in the 1970s. One of the most memorable plots in this show's history is still Philip Chancellor II's passing, which has had an impact for many years. Billy is therefore delusional because he is not a chancellor and his firm was never his. Dumas, Aristotle, is coming to town. The audience is being presented with Aristotle as the next great protagonist. On the other hand, he might be a supporting player who fades after a certain amount of time. It's conceivable that Thompson's character actively sought Billy out or that Aristotle tapped him. It makes sense for Billy to go outside of someone who is known to discreetly support him in his battle against Victor. Victor is unaware of Billy's much greater threat, assuming the aforementioned is true. A gripping story awaits you this late Midwestern winter into spring when you combine Jack's funding with Abbott Media. One of the best places to find anything related to The Young and the Restless is this website. For YNR news and spoilers, return often. The Young and the Restless, drama unfolds as lies, secrets, and tensions heat up in Genoa City. Thursday, March 6, 2025, Recap Edition. The March 6th episode of The Young and the Restless delivers shocking revelations, intense confrontations, and mounting emotional turmoil. With Summer Newman lying to Kyle Abbott and Claire Newman sharing her deepest fears with Nikki Newman, the stage is set for more jaw-dropping drama in Genoa City. Let's dive into the intricate web of lies, power plays, and relationship struggles as YNR fans continue to be gripped by the explosive developments. Summer's deceit and the growing tension between her and Kyle. In a tense encounter at the GCAC, Summer Newman is at the center of a deceitful game. As Kyle Abbott embraces Summer to comfort her over the disappearance of her mother, Phyllis Summers, Claire Newman walks in on the scene, sensing the tension between the exes. Summer takes the opportunity to subtly jab at Claire about her job and past mistakes, reminding her of the dark history with the Newmans. Summer then requests a ride from Kyle back to the office, further hinting at the closeness she shares with him, something Claire is clearly uncomfortable with. Summer's casual dismissal of the situation only fuels Claire's suspicions that her connection with Kyle is far from over. Nikki Newman, sensing the awkwardness of the moment, follows up with Claire and listens as the young woman confesses her concerns. Claire, fearing that Summer might still want Kyle back, begins to question if Victor Newman's influence is at play, pushing Summer back in Kyle's direction. Nikki offers her wisdom, acknowledging that Summer has her mother's assertive nature but reassures Claire that she shouldn't be intimidated. However, Nikki also makes it clear that she will help Claire protect her happiness. What starts as a simple conversation quickly turns into an emotional confrontation as Claire's insecurity grows and her relationship with Kyle comes under fire. The question remains, is Summer truly done with Kyle, or is she secretly plotting to win him back? Summer's lies and Kyle's growing doubts. Later, at Crimson Lights, Summer and Kyle have a one-on-one conversation that shifts from awkward to intense. Kyle presses Summer about her feelings toward his relationship with Claire, prompting Summer to feign indifference, claiming she has too much going on to worry about it. Despite her words, her actions tell a different story. Her face betrays the lie as soon as Kyle steps away to the car. Summer's protective instincts over Kyle's new romance are clear, and her jealousy is bubbling just beneath the surface. In a surprising twist, Summer even goes as far as questioning Kyle's feelings for Claire. Is she planting seeds of doubt in his mind or simply protecting herself from the painful reality of Kyle moving on? Kyle, seemingly unaware of the depth of Summer's feelings, reassures her that he's committed to Claire. But it's clear that Summer isn't ready to let go just yet. Damien's shady past and Lily's growing interest. Meanwhile, the young and the restless doesn't let up with the intrigue surrounding Damien Kane. At the coffee house, Damien crosses paths with Lily Winters and her brother Devin Winters, leading to an explosive confrontation. Devin wastes no time accusing Damien of pretending to own businesses under the Aristotle Dumas name, leaving Damien on the defensive. His evasiveness only raises more questions, and Devin grows increasingly suspicious of what Damien is hiding. Lily, on the other hand, takes a more measured approach. Despite Devin's warnings, she agrees to dinner with Damien, intrigued by his charm and the mysterious allure that surrounds him. Will Lily's curiosity lead her down a dangerous path, or will she eventually realize that Damien's secrets are more trouble than they're worth? The tension between Lily and Devin grows as they struggle to protect each other while navigating their own personal desires. Damien continues to be a catalyst for chaos, and his connection to Lily could soon become a problem neither of them saw coming. The dark past of Billy Abbott and his rivalry with Victor Newman. As Victor Newman continues his war with the Abbotts, Billy Abbott finds himself at the center of the conflict, with his ambitions leading him down a dangerous path. Billy's secretive phone call to an unknown individual raises suspicions about his next move. Could he be plotting against Victor, or is he making deals that could bring even more trouble to Genoa City? Victor's vendetta against Billy, Jack Abbott, and their media empire grows stronger, especially as Victor's fixer, Michael Baldwin, digs into the mystery surrounding Aristotle Dumas. Billy's involvement with Dumas could become the key to turning the tables on Victor, but the question remains, can Billy trust his mysterious partner, or is he playing a dangerous game? Damien and Nate, bonding or betrayal? At Nate's apartment, the tension between Damien and Nate continues to build. Damien offers to have lunch with Amy Lewis, only to be distracted by the arrival of a cancer specialist for Amy's treatment. Nate, ever the protector, ensures that Amy is getting the care she needs, even as he keeps his eye on Damien. Damien's offer to spend time with Amy, despite her appointment, signals his continued manipulation, but Nate remains wary of his true intentions. As the two men continue to navigate their complicated relationship, one question looms large: can Damien be trusted, or is he playing a dangerous game that could put everyone at risk? Adam versus Billy, who will propose first? As the rivalry between Adam Newman and Billy Abbott continues to heat up, the question on every fan's mind is, who will propose first, Adam to Chelsea or Billy to Sally? Adam's connection with Chelsea remains strong, and their rekindled romance could soon lead to a proposal, but Adam's impulsiveness could lead to a hasty decision. On the other hand, Billy's competitive nature might push him to rush things with Sally, potentially causing more damage than he intends. Both men are known for making rash decisions in their relationships, and their rivalry could soon extend to their personal lives. With both men determined to win the affection of their respective partners, the stage is set for a dramatic showdown. Will Adam or Billy be the first to pop the question, or will their actions backfire and ruin their relationships? Victor vs. the Abbotts, a bitter feud. As the power struggle between Victor and the Abbotts intensifies, the stakes couldn't be higher. Victor's hatred for Jack Abbott and his family has only grown, especially after Victor's misguided belief that Jack's reckless actions nearly caused Nikki's death. This unfounded grudge continues to fuel Victor's desire to destroy the Abbott family, and his actions are becoming more and more destructive. Meanwhile, Billy's desire to take back what he believes is rightfully his, Chancellor Industries, puts him on a collision course with Victor. Billy's plans to take down Victor could soon lead to unexpected alliances and more devastating consequences for everyone involved.